Thanks for watching, my friend. Tonight, a deep dive. I love saying deep dive because I just love to say it. We're going to plumb the depths. We're going to unpack how we are so back. Listen to what I'm saying. Trump's MAGA, in particular, is deconstructing, reestablishing, and destroying everything regarding what woke progressives love. Do you hear what I'm saying? I can't say this enough. I've been saying this since the beginning, since the 2020 election, but now the 2024 election. I said the number one issue that everybody is saying makes no sense is the fact that biological men were competing in sports against little girls. Have I made myself clear? I'm telling you, it is the thing, and he is a genius. Do you know how smart this guy is? I was listening tonight to my good friend Judge Napolitano and the great Pepe Escobar and others, and they don't know what he's doing regarding Gaza. Lavrov, Medvedev, I'm sure Putin is saying, what the hell's going on here? Even Netanyahu says he wants what? Trump is owning everything, shutting things down, firing the CIA, putting in Kash Patel, getting rid of sanctuary cities. Listen to me. I've never seen anything like this. I knew the guy was good, but I never had any idea. And the thing that meant the most to me, the thing that made the most sense to everybody was men should not be allowed to compete against women in sports. This guy's taken the ballsiest move ever to reassert common sense and to answer these stupid cultural and political issues once and for all. And what he's done, oh my God, regarding Title IX, did you see that picture with all these little girls and he's signing? Oh my God. One of his latest initiatives, targeting these alleged Title IX violations at major universities and telling the national sports scene, here's the policy. You're going to exclude, you're going to give the AMS grade, the beat it, hit the bricks to transgender athletes. Let me say that again. To men dressing up like women and wanting to compete against women. He says, Do you hear what I'm saying? His leadership, this push, going back to things like traditional values, fairness, I keep saying this, common sense. And Pam Bondi, the great Pam Bondi, she's shutting down sanctuary cities. We're going to get, they don't even know what to do. USAID, the FBI, the CIA, they're just running around. Do you see the Democrats? We're going to move to maybe delay a little bit Kash Patel to take, and he's going to be the FBI head. Absolutely. But they've got nothing. They've got nothing. I'm telling you. This man has reignited, rekindled, refocused, re-energized. Certainly me. And dealing with this ridiculous national debate about the balance between inclusivity and integrity and common sense. I keep saying, I'm going to be saying common sense the whole night. This is the most important. Central to this is the Trump administration and MAGA investigation into schools like San Jose State, University of Pennsylvania, over allegations of gender-based discrimination. Just get ready for this. I've got so much to say, so much to show you, so much to dig into, right? We're going to go nuts. You hear what I'm saying? So thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Make sure you ensure that you are subscribed to Lionel Nation. But first, this. Listen to this. New reports reveal that the average person has $8,674 in credit card debt. Plus, the total average consumer debt is a shocking $104,215 between mortgages, auto loans, student loans, credit cards, and unsecured loans. Unfortunately, without outside assistance, Many will continue digging themselves deeper and deeper into the hole of debt. I've advised and counseled friends and clients for years who want to take back control of individual debt about this secret weapon that has helped so many consolidate everything owed into one affordable monthly payment. They even helped negotiate a settlement agreement that will allow you to pay less than the total balance. Listen, they settled over $275 million in debt, and they've helped people become debt-free in an average of 28 months. I've had such an incredible experience referring clients and friends that I wanted to partner with them here and introduce their services to you, my loyal Lionel Nation family. If you want a helping hand to get out of debt, I absolutely, positively, and strenuously recommend booking a free consultation now by going to nodebtwithlionel.com. Look at the address. Once again, that's nodebtwithlionel.com. Use the link I've provided under the title. Listen to me. You can take control and learn how to get out of debt now. You know, my friends, I thought I understood. I thought I got how good Trump was. I did. I really did. I thought I understood. But I had no idea. Our good friend E. May Green says, what are your thoughts about the Democrats who want to subpoena Elon? Well, first of all, if they've got the votes to do it, great. How many of you realize that would be the most stupid thing anybody could ever do? Raise your hand. Who agrees with me? This would be the most stupid thing anybody could ever do. To bring this genius, bring him out and have people say, damn, he's good. Why? Bring him on, please. Bring him on and let Elon go through and tell you this with this encyclopedic thing he does, the way he thinks. Please, please bring it on. Do it. Do it. They've got nothing. Let him go through just all this USA. Did you know Politico got Chelsea Clinton? This was the biggest scam in the history of scams. My friends, I can't tell you. I got to tell you, I love Judge Napolitano. Love him. Jeremy Sachs. Jeremy. No, I'm so. I was just on with Atwood, so I'm a little crazy. Pepe Escobar, who's a genius, and all of them are saying, "Did you?" Scott Ritter thinks Trump may be double-crossing Netanyahu because he hates Netanyahu, and he basically said, "I'll take this." He goes, "What? No, I'm taking Gaza. Thank you." Whoa! Wait a minute. We kind of want Gaza. No, we'll take that, Bibi. No, we'll take it. What do you mean you're going to take it? We'll take it. I don't know if Bibi's back in his hotel saying, what the hell was that about? I have no idea what he just did. Do you know what he did? No. This Trump he's just incredible. But my friend, the thing that made the most sense, you ever notice how sometimes, do you ever see whenever there's a dog, a police dog that's killed, do you ever see this? And they have a dog that they bring the dog out, and the dog is so beautiful. The dog, oh my God, Sarge, Magnet, whatever the name of the dog was, canine, and they have his little dog casket, and all of the people like that. Oh my God. It's like that is so symbolic. I like when they say the dog was brave. The dog doesn't know what bravery is. He wants to, anyway, it doesn't matter. This is symbolic. Little girls who want to do cheers and want to work out and get up at 4:00 in the morning, and some guy, some lug who's born with a pair of nads shows up and he's going to outperform her. It's not right. And the days of us coddling this nonsense is over. But as I mentioned, you got San Jose State University, University of Pennsylvania, and they've been having allegations of this gender-based discrimination stuff regarding transgender. I'm so sick of the name transgender. Transgender means a man. It's a man. It's a man. He's a man. Okay? He may wear a dress. He may identify, but for purposes of this, it's like weight. It's an absolute. Gender is a man. You have, okay, you know how that works. There's an executive order that happened to accompany this. The executive order led, did you hear this? The NCAA to agree to exclude transgender athletes or athletes from women's sports, meaning men were excluded. By the way, we don't ever talk about trans women in sports. You know that one who's the congressperson? I don't care. Does that bother you? I don't care. If she wants to identify as a vampire, I don't care. There's nothing special. Fine, you're a congresswoman. Fine, you wear a dress. Fine, I don't care. Sports is a different story. I don't care. I don't care what that is. That's not it. So we don't have trans. And the best story is very simply this. Let's just eliminate the whole notion of gender. And women would never compete. Don't forget what John McEnroe said. Serena Williams would be like 700th in the world. Men can beat her even at her prime. She's the best woman, but cannot compete with men. Cannot. And the only reason that she's famous is because there is that designation. Caitlyn Jenner knows it, says it. So the NCAA is on it. And all of this highlights, all of this emphasizes and asseverates and explains Trump's this resolve that he's got to basically tell this ridiculous progressive nonsense as orthodoxy. And he says, forget it. I'm the president. We're going to do this now. It was only 2 weeks Monday. This San Jose State University thing and Penn, this represents a really, really significant escalation in the Trump administration's position on gender and sports issues with Title IX. Now, Title IX is the federal law prohibiting sex-based discrimination in federally funded education programs. Did you hear what I just said? Sex-based discrimination. What's this? Nobody saw discrimination this way. This is what they're talking about. They're saying that somehow this is a Title IX, but no. This is sex-based discrimination. You've got a man who basically he's an imposter. And these schools have faced, well, you can imagine, attacks and lawsuits from athletes, parents, advocacy groups for allowing, let me say this again, because I remember, don't say biologically male, men. Don't tell me men who identify as a female. Men. I don't think a lot of these people identify as women. I think a lot of these people just want to win. They want their trophy. They don't care. They figure that, you know that, what's her name? Pepitone or Mardone or whatever, the one with the soccer player with a Rapinoe. Pepitone. Anyway, let's see how she'd do if all of a sudden we put Lionel Messi against her. Lionel Messi's got a wig. Forget it. Change her tune. See, people are arguing that this practice, that this undermines the competitive integrity of women's athletics, and it violates, you know what I'm saying? The original intent of Title IX. That's what he's doing, which was designed, my friends, to create equal opportunities for female athletes. Well, that's not going to happen if you've got a man. Do you hear what I'm saying? When you've got a man who's taking the position away from girls. God bless President Trump. He seized on this. And he knew this. This is a winner. He seized on it. He's going to get, you're not going to see transgender. You see where DEI is. I know people are taking all kinds of credit. Well, I got them to train for DEI and Harley David's heart. No. You didn't do anything. It was coming. It's over. There, I mean, do you understand what this man has done in just 2 weeks? Andrew Hessing says, we have been given not only a leader, but a group of superheroes, not to bring America back, but to make it better than it ever was. Go DJT. Absolutely. Absolutely. Each one tougher than the rest. It's the most incredible thing. Donald Trump told his Department of Education, which, by the way, they're going to get rid of that. They're going to do their stuff and then get out. Because you don't really need them. I think the DOJ will do it. But you got the Department of Education to investigate whether the aforementioned universities created a discriminatory environment by failing to and refusing to protect the rights of female athletes. Anybody here, any of you young ladies, played any games? Do you have any daughters who were very good at soccer, softball, cheerleading? Let me tell you something. You get a guy out there, a cheerleader, and you're going to see some flying around like you've never seen before. You think that's fair? Never seen this? You've got a daughter, maybe she wants to go to Syracuse, play in the lacrosse team or swim or whatever it was. This is the most ridiculous thing. If you have a little girl, if you believe in something as fundamental as girls and boys, nothing wrong with that. Girls, celebrate girls. We are so far adrift from reality that we even have to do this. Now, at the very heart, what's the epicenter of this whole thing at UPenn, where the controversy started with the man by the name of Leah Thomas. Remember Leah Thomas? Remember that? Leah Thomas is a man who competed on the girls' swim team, he was on the men's swim team before transitioning. He didn't transition shit. He just all of a sudden said, okay, I'm a girl. He didn't cut anything off. He didn't get nothing. Transition. He wore a different suit. Different swimsuit. There were no penectomies. There's no nothing. Transition. I could transition. Hey, how are you? I'm a woman. I'm a man. I'm back again. I'm back. See ya. And he joins a women team, shattered records, completely dominated all competition. And the girls are saying, what's going on? You know her, whatever her name is. She's going crazy with this. People are saying that his involvement in this, I like what they say, created an unfair advantage. You're telling me this is a man. Men have stronger, faster, better endurance. What are you doing? The fact that we're even discussing this, Bob D., ladies and gentlemen, says, how much did the corrupt USAID give to Vogue to put Dr. Biden on its cover? Don't know. But we're not going to have that anymore. Never going to see that one again. Never going to see that one again. Isn't that something? Doesn't that blow your mind? Doesn't that blow your mind? Doesn't it blow your mind? Doesn't it make you say, wow, wow? It's unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. Unbelievable. God bless this man. President Trump came in, he's signing away. So what the Trump administration did was they started doing an investigation, as you can imagine. And they wanted to determine whether the policies that led to a violation of Title IX. Well, San Jose State, that's another one. San Jose State University has also come under attack for the way it handled men in women's sport. Forget this transgender, men in women's sport. Trump received a bunch of complaints from women athletes and groups who claimed that the policies prioritize, I love this, inclusivity. How can you say it inspires inclusivity when the people that are being excluded are excluded? They filed a complaint with the DOE, the Department of Education, and in one complaint, they alleged that women were forced to compete against men with clear physical advantages, resulting in a loss of scholarships, titles, opportunities meant for women, not biological women, women. I can't believe we're using these biological born. It's men and women. So when the Trump group investigated these allegations that were made, they said, we're going to set a precedent that could change and influence how schools nationwide interpret and apply and affect Title IX in the context of transgender athletes. So what happened was, Trump issued an executive order, and that led the NCAA to exclude men from women's sports. It was the first time there was a decisive policy shift. It emphasizes President Trump's commitment to enforcing this. I cannot tell you how great this is. So let me tell you something. Even though sometimes many of us are thinking to ourselves, well, maybe this is a little bit crazy. Maybe Trump's kind of crazy. Maybe he's... And Elon Musk, love him. Love him. I have never seen anything like this. And I'm telling you something, and I'm going to give you maybe one of the most deranged explanations, but wait a minute, Lori Partridge there. I was thinking about you the other day with all these plane crashes. It's horrible. Lori says, what bothers me most is how dare you, is the how dare you employees. What bothers me most is the how dare you employees. Interesting. Not sure I understand that. I don't know. But I think I know what you mean. I just want everybody, let me just say something again before we forget. I hope you agree, Lori. The guy who's dressed as a woman who is the transgender congressperson, I don't care about that. I swear to God, you're an adult. If you had surgery, not had surgery, if you identify, I don't care. You could dress, you could, what's her name? Kamala always wore pantsuits. So did Hillary. Okay. Is that a dress code? She, did whatever it was. Okay, fine. That's her thing, But I'm not in any way, how do I say this? I don't care about that. I just want you to understand. I don't care about that. Adults can do whatever they want. I swear to God. We might have some problems with whether transgender teachers, we'll see. Because then you don't have to, your ability to teach has nothing to do with your particular gender. It can be a great teacher. That's a different story. I don't know whether kids seeing that. Reminds me, remember the old days when we had, the old days, not too long ago when they had women or people who were involved in these, this lunacy where they were forced to watch drag shows. Remember that? Remember that nonsense? That's over with. It's over with. I'm so glad it's over with. It's done. It's finished. It's through. We're done. We're done with that. But as I was saying before, I want to go back to what I was doing this. We used to use this word 4D chess. The Trump exhibited 4D chess. That Trump was involved in okay. Nobody knows what he's doing regarding Gaza. Nobody knows what he's doing. They have no idea. And they're not interested in finding out why. They're looking at each other and they're saying, I don't know what's going on here. They're also thinking, he's a madman. He's changing everything. I can't figure this guy out. Can you imagine telling everybody the CIA, you're all out? Give you a buyout, you're out. USAID, you're out. Department of Education, gone. Sanctuary cities, done. Finished. The arrest of ICE in New York, let us pray. Dear whoever is in charge of this, thank you. Thank you. We're never going to have to deal with this. I predict right now, you're never going to go back to a Biden again. Never. You may go with somebody who might be a little bit to the left of maybe a Republican, but you never have to, never again, never again. Thank you, Trump, from a grateful Canadian. Absolutely. Look what he did to your guy. Look what he did to Trudeau. Come on, for God's sake. All right, my friends. Like Lori says, how dare you tell me I've got to go to the office? Can you believe that? Can you believe anybody ever even said that? Can you believe we ever lived in a world? My friends, let me remind you of something very, very important. On the 22nd of February, come out and let's meet each other. Let us say hello. Let us do it. Tickets are available below. On the area right there, I want to see you. Is going to be a night of frivolity, of fun, of mayhem, of fun, frolic, and falderall. It'll be an alliterative night of hijinks and far-flung fisticuffs. So that's available. It's me, you, like-minded people. It'll be a Q&A. Nobody does this like I'm going to do this. Nobody. All right, dear friends. Thank you so much. What a night. What a night. Laurie Partridge, thank you. Therese Pollard, Buck D, Andrew Hessing, Ime Green. Thank you so much, my dear friends. Thank you so much. I want everybody to have a great and a glorious night. Wait a minute. Soul76 says, watching the protests against the swift removal of violent migrants, is something out of a dystopian episode of The Twilight Zone. Literally, bruh. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. By the way, I want you to know there's a link below to the newsletter went out today regarding a kind of a summary of what the president did and how he's terrific. I want everybody to have a great and a glorious day. Make sure you subscribe to Lionel Nation. Make sure you subscribe to Lionel Nation and subscribe and subscribe to Lionel Legal. And of course, Mrs. L's Lynn's Warriors. All right, dear friends. Everybody, so good to see you. Thank you for gracing me and just gracing the portals of my meager show with your presence and your love. It means so much. Have a great and glorious night. See you later. Don't forget the monkey's dead. The show's over. Sue ya. Dad.